Yogurt time. Now finished editing the previous vlog, and I can see how often the camera goes out of focus. So I have to try to keep that in mind going forward, so that every time I film, like if I just change over there, like this time it actually did focus properly and stuff like that. So I just need to make sure that the camera does focus as I go now. I just got an email that an order. Oh, mystery order on Bricklink. Let's see how much it is. Let's first refresh it. So, one order not yet invoiced. Moment of truth. 12 items in 5 lots. $5.30. So that makes up most orders. So nothing wrong with that. So let's just see what's included in there. Let's just make sure private information is showing. All right, there we go. So it's just a relatively simple order, but that's fine. So I'll just send the invoice for this now. Tell me you get carried away with that. Telling me you get carried away. For me, it's just, I have no idea about coding just a couple days ago, and I've already got an SQL server and Visual Studio Core installed on my computer just because I was bored and just thought I'd have some fun programming a website. So then now I am going to start processing this order here, and so then I've got these parts here, and then I've got the box over here. Let's get this to focus again. There we go. So yeah, we'll see how many of these minifigures we can complete and get listed again. So I'm just processing the order that came in the mail today while working on some SQL database stuff just for the fun of it. And so then yeah, I was trying to find just a file in here and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden while working, I was just super relaxed. I've been looking at it for like an hour, or actually say 30, so probably 2 or 3 hours. And then just a spider ran across the table super fast, and it was not nice. And so I got my dad down here to help get rid of it, and then he looked under the keyboard, he picked it up, and then he put it back down because he didn't see a spider, even though he picked up the keyboard to look for a spider, and dead in the center there was a massive spider. So that was like that. So then I grabbed the box, not that one, but a similar one like that, and so then it was caught, then it was moved to the side, then had to get a second burst down here because even with the box over, that thing was darting left to right so fast. It was just not nice. I don't like spiders, in case you didn't tell. I couldn't tell. So yeah, it's gone now. But yeah, honestly, I probably can't focus much now because that thing, I'm just gonna be like, okay, where did that spider come from? Because I literally have tape around the door. I have a window sealed shut. I've got an electrical outlet back there that you might be able to see that's taped over just to make sure nothing gets through. It's literally like a sealed basement down here. So I don't know where these things keep coming from. I don't like it, but now I'm just wondering, where did this one come from? Because I haven't had one down here in a while, so yeah, who knows. It's not my best photo by far, but I was just getting a new photo for this part right here. If it'll focus, there we go. Because the old one was this one right here, which let's see if we can get that to focus. There we go. Which is basically completely invisible, almost. So then I edited a whole bunch, but then this thing here, it's impossible to get it at a good angle. I tried to get rid of this shadow here. I spent like 15 minutes or 20 minutes trying to just position it to get rid of that shadow, and I couldn't. And then the editor wasn't too big of a friend of the lip here, although it is actually decently similar to how it looked in the photo. Just let me see, there's nothing here. Okay, so then this is a photo, so it does like completely abruptly cut off there, and I couldn't use a white background for this. I had to use my hand. So yeah, I couldn't use that paper over there because this thing here, a piece of paper, you can't get a good angle on it and stuff like that. So then it was sideways, so I had to rotate it and everything like that, and then I corrected the colors a little bit and stuff like that. And so now at least it looks tan, at least in person a little bit. Let's see here. It won't focus automatically. This thing doesn't like to focus. Oh well, it looks more tan now. It's not too changed to look like it's almost white, but it should be fine. Or, I'll put it back into here a little bit. 1 second. Okay, so then we go adjust light levels. Let's add a little bit of shadow to it. Just darken it just slightly. No, I don't think shadows is what I'm looking for. Let's try negative highlights. Yeah, this might actually be. Yeah, actually, I think that almost looks like a natural tan color now. Although it makes it look absolutely weird there, but it was like that before. So then I'll just use this one instead. It looks so just for comparison, this is the old and this is the new. Not much of a difference, but it should be a little bit better there. So I'll download that. Then I'll go here, grab the part number right here, copy, mark it. Where is it? Add images here, paste tan, right here, choose image, and then upload. So not my best image, but it's done now, and I can go back to the next parts. So I'm finally finished going through the order that arrived this morning. It took a while to find things, because once you stop rebuilding things for a while, the backlog builds up so much. Like, it might look, well, I mean, it probably looks like a lot in the video, but then when you go and try and find the one you need, let's get this to focus real quick, you literally have to go one by one, searching for this one minifigure at a time, and it takes a long time to go through there, so I wasn't able to find the stuff too fast, but that's something that as I list more, which I'm buying lots recently, so hopefully I will be able to list more. That goes down and it works out. So it's kind of like a punishment for not listing, relisting the stuff there. But I was able to relist 4 minifigures here, if it'll focus. I guess I have to keep both hands on the phone at all times now because this focus does not stay. And I was able to rebuild a couple more, like this one and this one, and I feel like there's 1 or 2 more. This one, was there 1 more? Let me just check. No, I don't think so. Nope. So yeah, I was able to also rebuild these 4 here, but these ones, since it's been so long since I sold them last, I wasn't able to just relist them. Those will have to have their listings made again, which is unfortunate, but it's life. So this here can go back over here, and then I can put those 4 away there, and then I'll be calling it a day now. Just getting to work today, so then I got another Queen minifigure here, because I sold one again. So that's nice there. So I'll get this one relisted if it will focus. There we go. So then I'll relist that one. The crown is right there. So then I'll get that relisted. And then, why isn't this focusing? Well, maybe I need more light for it. So yeah, the one side effect of the new phone is that it's just got so many lenses that it can't decide which one it wants to use to record. So then it just, yeah, it doesn't work too well like that. But in general, I can't complain and stuff like that. So then my goals for today are relist that. I have enough now to place the one order from the one store, so then I'm going to be doing that. And then I have to possibly today change phone plans to Lucky Mobile and get off of Freedom, because this here is one of the cheapest. Someone did recommend Kudo. I looked at it, and this one and Lucky Mobile is still slightly cheaper, so I think I'll be going with them. Then probably just more coding stuff, just because it's fun for right now at least. I'm getting some help from a Bricklink member trying to connect XAMP, I was calling XMAP, I just realized, but XAMP to Visual Studio Code, connecting with SQL, and it is not an easy thing, but I think we finally made a little bit of progress yesterday, so hopefully I can get at least that connected today, so I can create a database for the website and stuff like that. But it's all good fun. I never even knew much about coding just like 2 days ago and stuff like that, but that's the fun part of it. So then I'll get to work now. So I just placed the orders, so it's a order from this store here. This one here, I'm wondering if they're going to message me and say, oh, sorry, there's an accident, I can't find these ones, and cancel it, because I think that there was a pricing error at 1.7 cents a piece, as you can see right here, when they normally go for, I think that they had them in quantity for 20 cents a piece or something like that, but then the more you bought, the cheaper it got. So I mean, it might be a little bit cheaper, but I guess we'll have to see whether they go through with that. Then I picked up a couple of other parts, but then the main reason I went to this store is for some C3PO heads, because as you can see, there's just not really quantity available from anyone except for this store. So then I was able to pick those guys up, and I can hopefully get a better image for the catalog than this year. Actually, speaking of which, was the other one not still pending approval? But yeah, then so that's been placed. So yeah, then I'm done on Bricklink for now, I guess. I just got the invoice and the seller did not cancel excuse me, the item there. So maybe the seller is going to stick with his mistake, which is the right thing to do in most cases. Like, I mean, I would understand if he didn't want to go through with that, because I just did the math and it's like a 15-cent American discount, so it's about $46 or so American. But he did go through with it, charged $22 on shipping. I'm assuming the $8 is for insurance, because although insurance is the seller's responsibility, it's still completely fine for them to charge it. That's just how it works. So yeah, then I'll pay this now and hopefully get some of these parts. You would not believe how long it took to get that word to appear on this website without getting an error code. But yeah, like, ChatGPT is literally, it breaks the internet. It's, like, absolutely crazy and stuff like that. I mean, it takes a few times for stuff like that, but if in doubt, use ChatGPT for literally anything, and it will solve your problems. With help from Frostbite from Bricklink, I was able to add some code, and it now is connected. This will probably be like the last clip, because I don't want to get too distracted, because it is a Bricklink vlog, and so I probably shouldn't go too much into random hobbies and stuff like that, but it took a long time, but it is finally connected. Yogurt time. Alright, so now it's time to list now. Every time it's I've used all of my ChatGPT requests for the hour, then I'll get to work on listing stuff, so I should still be able to get some stuff listed, but I'm making good progress on that stuff there, and so hopefully I'll be able to make some good progress on listing while I work on that as well. The sadness when you time out for the next hour, but anyways, time to list the next pins and stuff like that. There's a few other things mixed in, so I'll separate these stacks first. So then I'll first list these, and then I'll see about listing some of these perhaps, or maybe, oh, let's get this to focus there, or perhaps one of the other ones. It's always fun to just see how much variation there is in eBay orders. Like last week, the pile of eBay orders is there like a huge circle and everything like that. And then, well, last shipping day, I mean. And then this shipping day, I've got 2 minifigures that I sold. So it's always interesting to see how that stuff works. So yeah, I'm going to, oh, let's get the focus there. Now we'll start pulling the orders. Just had a nice sale. I was pulling orders. As you may recognize this, it is from the gunship. One gunship set. The sticker's peeling a little bit, but all of that was fully described, as you can see here, and they paid $26 for this right here. So that was a nice sale. I was pulling stuff from drawer 1586, and it said 9 and none left. I'm like, oh, there's some left here. I should see if they're in a different order or something like that, just in case I missed it and stuff. And so then I just went over to my computer. I was like, okay, I'll refresh the page, see if I got an order, and nice order from the States, 1,931 bricks for $236 after tax, or before tax, so $257. One second, let me get this up here. Yeah, $257 grand total, but then 21 of that is tax and stuff like that. So then 120 lots and stuff like that. So just a lot of bricks and parts and everything like that. So yeah, then I'll have to work on this later. Like after I finish pulling this other order and stuff like that. So overall, I can't complain. It's a nice order. A couple minifigure parts, but in general, it's mostly just parts. I don't want to scroll down too far. 1 second. Let's see here. I'm getting close to the bottom. Okay, this here is the bottom right here. So it's 1.3 kilos of parts and stuff. So that's going to be a fun order to pull. With a little bit of help, was able to finish packing up the order now. So that's all of the parts already bagged as I bag it. It's like in the way that I bag parts. Basically, for most parts, I mean minifigure parts, when brand new, I usually do bag individually. But for this order in specific, for the most part, there were a few exceptions, but if it's 25 parts or more, it gets its own bag. Normally, I do it like 50 parts or more, but I just decided 25 parts or more for this one, just to make it a little bit easier. So that's done now, and it's now 9:22 p.m., so I'll probably take a break and possibly work on some more of these guys. I'm not sure yet. So I may or may not have already spent the money from this order here, and I got 7 items off my wanted list though, so I can't complain about that. So we have no Wi-Fi again. Who doesn't love Rogers? So the boxes that I ordered from eBay, like 20 or 25 days ago have finally arrived now. So these ones I ordered before I ordered a package from Germany. That package from Germany arrived like a week or two ago already. And this stuff just arrived today. And this is within the same province. So eBay is not the fastest when it's time to ship stuff out. Sold another Bo-Katan minifigure. So I'll put one of them back here again. So yeah, it's only a couple weeks till the next, till Bo-Katan is back out in a magazine as a free promo, and then will likely be released in another set after that. So I'll have to keep that in mind. So I'm just making sure I'm the lowest price in Canada right now by a full $1, which doesn't sound like much, but considering it's a, what am I saying? A $20 minifigure, and everyone else is selling it in Canada for like 20 to 25 for the most part. I'm just at $18.99, so it's decently well. I've sold 2 of them, so hopefully I'll be able to sell a few more before the promo comes out. But at that price range, I'm not sure how much exactly the price of the minifigure is going to be affected once European sellers start getting it, because usually over here in Canada don't get too much fluctuation for smaller priced minifigures like that. And let's close that. Okay, so I'm not sure, is our internet back? Huh, who knows? Oh, 1 second, was okay, no, it's just confusing stuff there. So yeah, it looks like internet might be back. Let me refresh the page. Nope, we still don't got internet down here. Let's see, Wi-Fi. It says it's connected. Let's see here. What if we disconnect and then connect automatically? I mean, it says it's connected. What if I open up Bricklink here? No Wi-Fi. Yep, this seems to be about normal Roger's internet behavior. So, may require you to visit. The Wi-Fi you're using may require you to visit. Oh, okay, well, nothing's happening. Oh, you can't detect a cable signal. Sometimes it's just like that. Who knows? So give it a while, because I still have to ship orders out today. But worst case scenario, I can use a hotspot on my phone to get some internet to work on that stuff. It is now just about 2 p.m. and we have internet back. So yeah, we literally got in contact with them. And initially, we were signed in, we went to the outage thing, and it says, sorry, there's no outages in your area. So then we're like, okay. And then we went and got in contact with an agent, and then we literally went through the exact same thing. It says, oh yeah, there's been an outage reported in your area by multiple users. We can send you a message once the internet's back between 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. of that day and stuff like that, and said outages can take up to 24 hours to fix. And then literally, as soon as it was over, the conversation, just our internet was back. So at least the internet's back now, so that's good. And so yeah, getting in contact with them again. They said that we should be able to get a credit for the internet outage, because we just have so many internet outages. And so if we can get a credit for the little bit of internet outages we have, might as well do that and stuff like that. So then this here, I don't want to show any order information here. So yeah, then this here was, I don't think it showed their address. I'll have to see and possibly delete this clip or edit it just a little bit. That's the other Bo-Katan that's sold. So I'll just quickly pack up this order now. Let's actually quickly grab this one on camera. So we need drawer 1972 and 2041. Don't want to show their order information at the bottom. So we just need something from drawer 1972 and 2041. I've got a cup here that I'm holding with the same hand as the camera. So 1972 is this drawer right here. So then I'll grab one of these. Oh, almost destroyed the cup there. And then drawer 2041, have the minifigure that was just brought down this morning. And so now this order is pulled, and then I can put it with the rest over here. And I sold a few more things on eBay, so I'll get those pulled now. And yeah, then probably have to start packing orders sooner than later. So then I was just pulling eBay orders really quickly, and then I noticed that I never actually put those drawers away from yesterday, and it looks like another torso fell out of there. So yeah, then I'll just quickly put these drawers away, and then actually sold another Chima minifigure, $7. So let's get this to focus. There we go, $7 for a Chima minifigure. Honestly, not bad considering that it's a Chima minifigure. Let's see if we can get these things to the side here, because I do pack eBay orders first, so it's best to get those into a more accessible position. So then I'll just put some of this stuff away. Then I need to remember to do Lucky Mobile probably later today or so, if I can remember, because I completely forgot yesterday. And hopefully don't have any more internet outages that prevent stuff from getting done. Yogurt time. Orders have now been packed up and just about to go over to Chit Chats now and drop them off. So then the large parcel that I briefly showed that was in the container over here, it was 2 kilos of Lego and everything like that. So it's going all the way to the States, and so I was able to get it with Chit Chats. I think it was just shy or maybe just over $20 fully shipped, full tracking, and I paid $2.50 on insurance for $200 of insurance and stuff like that. So honestly, you can't beat Chit Chat's location. So if you got one near you, you should check it out if you ship stuff international. Even in Canada, I had 3 parcels in Canada, and I saved about 5 to 10%, which is about like 60 to 70 cents per parcel for each one I shipped in Canada, which isn't much for a one-off parcel stuff thing and stuff. But then there's also, over time, it adds up to quite a bit and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely can't recommend them enough if you've got a location near you. So yeah, then I'm going to drop the stuff off at Chit Chats. That's the thing with Chit Chats, you actually have to go to a Chit Chats branch to drop them off, but luckily I've got one nearby, so I can head over there. So I'm going to ship stuff out, and then I'll see if I can list some stuff or on the website and just try to get more inventory listed. Well, I was messing around with the website for probably longer than I should have, but now everything's being shipped out, supper, everything since then. So now it is time to get back to listing, because ChatGPT said too many requests for the hour, so can't work on that anymore. So I'm going to try to work on these things here, and then depending on how long this stuff takes, then I'll see if I can possibly get a small start on some of the 1x2 grills. So I just updated the background on the computer again, so that's done now. I managed to get a couple of these things listed here, and I can say with absolute confidence, if you aren't wanting to give yourself headaches for days on end, don't go from knowing zero code to literally programming a website with CSS, Java, HTML, not Python, that's not the word I'm looking for. What is it? PHP and all that stuff. It's a bit confusing, but who knows. So yeah, then yeah, just some scribbles and stuff like that from stuff. It's a pain to use Bootstrap to try and set up a template for a website. I have to figure out a way to do that in the future. So one drawer full, time to put that away. And apparently, one second, I just saw something. Not sure if the camera picked it up or if you noticed it when it's walking by, but I don't think that's supposed to be like that. Let's see if we can just kind of fix that a little bit there, and then put the drawers back. But a yogurt was just brought back down because it was in the upstairs fridge, but then it was about to be opened, but then apparently it's frozen. So something's not right with that. So it's back down here. So we have a new yogurt now. But yeah, then I'm going to put these drawers away here, and then I am going to be calling it a day. Can't remember if I showed it last night, but I changed my wallpaper again, so it's the cool one with the ships and stuff like that. The fires don't look like they're moving. It's only the water, but still overall can't say it's bad or anything like that. It looks quite good, so that's nice. But this here is the end of the vlog. Excuse me. It's Saturday today, I think. because there's no mail today. So yeah, I think today's Saturday, so this is the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching if you got this far. I managed yesterday to list the last of the 3 fingers plate things that were like the really old ones. I listed and put most of them away, but there are these things here and stuff like that, and there's a few others mixed in, and so that's all listed now. Then I was able to list a couple of the containers of those brackets there and stuff like that. So I'm going to start editing the vlog now. So thank you for watching the vlog. If you got this far, hopefully the next vlog will be out on Wednesday.